Do you know this feeling? You are scrolling through Instagram and you see many great modern vector illustrations and you are frustrated because you don't know how to create them? Hey, I'm Maya and I want to show you how you can create modern vector illustrations for websites, blogs and more, and how you can earn money with your passion. In this video I will show you the process of a client work I'm currently working on. You will learn what vector illustrations actually are, how you can start with the sketches, and finally how to create the modern vector illustrations. Vector illustrations are high-quality illustrations with clean lines and shapes. You can scale these illustrations to any size you want without a loss of quality. This is why vector illustrations are very popular for ad banners, flyers, websites and blogs. In the following I will show you an example of a client work I'm currently working on. It all begins with a message. You got a new order in your inbox. Now you need to be fast and check what the client would like to have and give him a prompt response. Check the briefing and check if you have everything that you need. Now you need a plan. For smaller projects I usually write down only a few notes and thoughts about the project in the briefing that the client gave me. After you have created a plan, you can start with the sketches. Sketches are very important because you need to define your ideas and bring them to life. A lot of times I'm looking for inspiration on stock websites. For example, most of the times I use Shutterstock. Just type in the emotion or action for which you want to create an illustration. You can also filter for vectors only. Now you get a variety of vector illustrations for the topic you chose. Here you can get inspiration for the proposition, the movement and more. Make sure that you don't copy anything and that you are creating the illustrations in your own style. For my sketches I always use the 6B pencil with a low amount of stabilization. At the beginning my sketches look like a mess every time. I just try to get a first overview of the proposition and movement of the figures. After that first draft I define my sketch again with another color to make it clearer. The last step is to change the settings of the 6B pencil to a high amount of stabilization so that I have more control over the pencil. Like that I can define the sketch better at the end. Sometimes I create more sketches for one illustration to show my client different possible versions. Make sure that you take your time to create these sketches, because they are the most important step in the progress. With the sketches you can showcase your ideas to your client. Once you're done with the sketches you can send them to your client. Now you just need to wait for a response. When you receive the feedback and the client wants to have some changes, then change the sketches and send them back to your client. In my case, my client was happy with everything, so I can start with the illustrations now. Now we come to the fun part, creating the vector illustrations. I am using Adobe Illustrator for all my work and I'm usually working with my laptop. But no worries, there are some free alternatives out there too. But they are very limited, so I can definitely recommend Adobe Illustrator. First of all, you need to click on New File and set up your Canva. On the right you have all the settings you need. Here you can type in the size and how many canvas you need and the color profile of the Canva. In my case I'm creating illustrations for a website, so I will choose RGB colors. You would need to choose CMYK when you create an illustration for print. Now you need to open your sketch so that you can draw over it. Place it in the middle of your canvas and then double click on the layer on the right. Now you can set this layer to a template. This locks the layer automatically and sets the opacity to 50%. Most of the time I am using the pencil tool to redraw the sketch as a vector illustration. You can find the tools on the left in the sidebar. But you can also just press P on your keyboard. This is a shortcode for the pencil tool. If you just click somewhere, the pencil tool creates a perfect straight line. But when you click somewhere and hold and drag, then you can define the lines and create round shapes. For the ear, I use the ellipse tool with the letter L on the keyboard. With that you can create perfect circles. When you press A on your keyboard, you will get the selection tool. When you click on a shape with the tool, you can select the corners and make them round, like in the example with the neck of the person. As you can see, I sent the hair shape behind the head. You can do that when you hold Ctrl, then click on the hair shape, then select Arrange from the list and then send it to back. At the beginning it can be super confusing with all the shortcodes, but believe me, it is super helpful to learn the most important ones. With that you will get so much faster with your work. The pencil in the illustration I created with the rectangle tool, which you can use when you click M on your keyboard. At the beginning I am creating all my illustrations in random colors, just to define the shapes first. After that I will add the brand colors of my client. Just click on the shapes you want to color, then press I on your keyboard. This tool allows you to select the color on your canvas and to color your shape with it. This is also a super useful tool that I use all the time. For the other details like the lines and eyes, I use strokes and not shapes. You can switch the setting on the left sidebar. This video was about how to create these illustrations for your client and how the process from sketch to illustration works. If you would like to learn more about this topic, for example how to get clients in the first place, then leave a like and subscribe, because in the future I will do more videos about this topic. Thank you for watching.